Are a few of my favourite things. I bought 2 curtains for £10. Hi everybody and welcome back to a new video. My name is Rachel. I am a knitter and a sewist and a gardener and a mini homesteader. And this is my channel where I share everything to do with living a handmade, homegrown and slow life. So today's video is a vlog, a very exciting vlog, because Tilly and the Buttons have released a new pattern, and this is called the Nell pattern, and I've just realised I haven't got it with me. Hang on a minute. Well done, Rachel. Very prepared. So this is the new pattern from Tilly and the Buttons. This is the Nell pattern. You can see it is a beautiful button-up dress with short sleeves, or you can have a little blouse with a peplum. And if you look at the drawings on the back, the line drawings, you can see also that there is an option for a big puffball sleeve. There is an option for little bow ties down the front instead of little buttons, which is so cute. So there's so many things you could do here. You can make it long sleeved as well. You can move the patch pockets up onto the chest or onto the skirt. There's just lots of different options, and Tilly is always really good at doing this. Tilly and the Buttons, they are such a great brand for bringing out a pattern that can be manipulated and changed and hacked and done in so many different ways. So, you know, you could make yourself the blouse, for example, with the puff sleeve and all of the bows down the front, and then you could make a dress with the long sleeves and nobody would know that that's the same pattern. And I really love that they do that. So yeah, I'm going to be making this. So it came out on Wednesday. When this video goes out, it will have come out on the Wednesday. And yeah, you can purchase it now. Just for transparency, Tilly and the Buttons did gift me this pattern, but they didn't ask me to talk about it. They didn't ask me to share it or anything. This is all my own opinions and my own thoughts. But I thought it would be really interesting for you guys to see this new pattern. So I am planning to make the dress that is on the front. So the midi length, button down, short sleeve, simple throw on patch pocket dress. I think that is going to be the most amazing dress this summer. I think it's going to be so lovely. I think, you know, with sandals or trainers, button up, really cute. I cannot wait. And I have decided to make this out of a pair of curtains that I have in my stash. If you watched my what I'm making for spring video, you might remember these curtains, and you might also remember that I was planning to sew a button up the front v-neck dress. I was planning to do a different pattern, and then Tilly and the Buttons sent me this, and I thought that is going to be perfect. So this is the fabric that I have. This I bought quite a while ago from the charity shop. I bought 2 curtains for £10, and it works out as something like 3.5 meters of fabric in total. It's not super heavyweight curtain fabric. It's actually quite lightweight. I have unpicked it and washed it, so it is all ready to go. It's got a little bit of stretch to it actually, which I think is a bit weird for curtain fabric, but anyway, whatever, nice. So I just think this is going to be absolutely perfect. I think it's going to be so cute. I think it's going to be a Maria von Trapp dress, and I'm going to have to like stop myself from singing the whole way through this video, just to warn you. Are a few of my favourite things. Yeah, I promise you guys I will not sing the whole way through this video, but I do love the sound of music, and I've always wanted to make a dress from curtains. Maria has been an inspiration for life. That is the plan for this video. I'm going to take you guys along with me on making this dress. It is not a tutorial. It is not a step-by-step guide. It is just a fun little vlog of me sewing up this dress, and I hope you guys will enjoy that. So yeah, I need to get on and cut out the actual pattern, because I've not even cut it out in my size yet. And then I need to get on and cut out the fabric pieces, and then we can start sewing. I'm so excited to sew a new dress. everybody, it is another day now. It is the day after yesterday. So yesterday I cut the dress out. I didn't have any interfacing. I completely forgot that I ran out of interfacing, so I've had to order that off Amazon. It's due today, but I don't think it's gonna come, like, it might come this evening, so I can't cut out my interfacing. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna try and sew as much as I can without the interfacing. So like, I don't know if that's going to become too complicated. We'll have to wait and see. I think there's a bit of the bodice that I can do, and then I can basically attach the interfacing later on. So yeah, I think I'm going to play around with that a little bit and have a go at doing a little bit of sewing today, because I really want to get on with this beautiful pattern. It was really easy to cut out, not too many pieces. There's lots of pieces in terms of, like, there's different sleeve options and different tie options, but when you work out what you actually want to do and you put all the pieces to one side, there's not actually that much to cut out. So I always like that. I like that with Tilly's patterns. They're normally very simple pieces put together effectively. So yeah, I am just going to thread up my machine and get going and basically do as much as I can do without the interfacing. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. So I'm just going to leave it there for, oh, I'm on a squeaky floorboard. I'm just going to leave it there for today. I have done the bust darts, I've attached the bodice at the shoulders, I've put the gathering stitches on the top of the sleeves, and I've sewn the sides of the sleeves together. So yeah, quite a few little bits done, but I really do need to get that interfacing and be ironing that onto the front of the dress, because it's a button up the front, so it's interfaced all the way down the neckline and down the front for the buttons and the buttonholes. So hopefully that will arrive at some point, and I can cut that out and iron that on, and then tomorrow I shall do some more sewing. I tend not to do more than an hour of sewing at a time because I have chronic fatigue, so I'm really careful about like how much I do. So I'm quite a slow sewer, so this will be a very slow, relaxed sewing vlog that will probably happen over possibly 2 weeks. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this kind of very slow style. But yeah, I am gonna leave, I've put it all away in its little basket, gonna leave it there, and I will catch up with you guys tomorrow. Hello everybody, it is another day, another sewing day. Probably my last one this week because it's Thursday and I don't normally sew on a Friday. My interfacing has arrived from Amazon, which is really great. This is a lightweight interfacing, so I think that'll probably be about the right weight for what I need it for. Just gonna cut out the interfacing pieces and iron them on, and then I can get on with a bit more sewing. It would be really good, I think, if I could manage to do the bodice today, but we'll see because I'm quite tired and I'm going to pace myself a bit and not do too much. But yeah, if I can get the bodice done, that would be great, and then the skirt next week. I thought I might actually just show you, oh, let me just grab them. So I found some buttons in my stash. Don't know if you can actually see those very well. They're like little shell kind of buttons. They are quite small, so I was a bit unsure because I was like, are they going to be too small for a, you know, because it's buttons all the way down the front of the dress from the v-neck all the way down, so it's quite a lot for the, you know what I mean, like for the dress to hold. Like I feel like they'd be really good buttons when I first got them for like the back of a dress when you've just got a few buttons at the top at the back. So I was a bit worried they might be a bit small to like hold the fastening enough, but I think they're going to be okay. I'll put them on, and then worst case scenario I can always change them for some different buttons. I think wooden buttons would also look really, really sweet on this dress. But I want to try and use up stuff I already have in my stash. So I already had the fabric, already got the not yarn, thread, and already got the buttons, which I think is pretty good stash busting. So yeah, I'm gonna try and use those buttons and see how we get on. But yeah, I'm just gonna get on with cutting out my interfacing. That and then like cutting out the paper pattern pieces, those two things I just absolutely hate, but it is an essential part of the sewing process. Okay, so that is my sewing for today done. I've managed to get the majority of the bodice done. I've just realised that I forgot to do the stitch in the ditch along the shoulder seam, so I'll have to do that when I first start sewing. Probably won't start sewing again till next week, but yeah, this is how it's looking. I've just popped a little clip there so that it stays on its hanger a bit easier, because I like to hang it up after each sewing session to watch it sort of start to grow. But yeah, it's starting to look quite cute. I think the next thing will be popping the sleeves on, and then I will pop the skirt on, and then it's like something ridiculous like 13 buttons so that's going to take a little while. I just got a delivery as well, I'll show you, of this yarn from Drops, which I ordered because I thought, look at that, how pretty is that going to be? So I haven't decided yet what I'm going to make with this. I don't know whether to make a little crop jumper to wear over the top of this dress, or a cardigan. A cardigan makes a lot more sense for the summer, obviously, and this is a spring summer dress, but I also feel like it could be really cute to have a little crop jumper to wear with it. So yeah, I'm really undecided. I didn't order enough yarn. I don't know why. I just stupidly ordered 8 balls and I should have ordered like at least 10. So yeah, I might need to order some more, but it's one of my favourite yarns from Drops. It's Drops Lima, which is a wool alpaca mix, and it's such a lovely yarn to work with, but I just absolutely love those colours together. So yeah, I will catch up with you guys next week for my next sewing session. Hello everybody, good morning. It has actually been a whole week since I last spoke to you guys, since I last did some sewing. Unfortunately, my chest flared up quite badly. I've spoken about this before. I had COVID back in December, and since then I've had some chest issues, and unfortunately over the weekend it flared up, and I basically couldn't really do any sewing this week, which was really sad because it meant I couldn't get my dress done in time for the launch, which was on Wednesday the 5th of June, which is a real shame. But we are back sewing today. It's the 6th of June, and I'm hoping to get a good amount of this done. I may even get it finished today, we shall see. I'm gonna take it easy and be very careful with my chest because sewing does seem to hurt it. But yes, I am really happy to be back at my sewing machine. So yeah, I'm gonna get on with attaching the sleeves and then attaching the skirt, and then there's like 100 buttonholes. I think there's 13, but that feels like a lot of buttonholes. But yeah, we'll just take it slowly and see how much we manage to get done today. To being done now. I have gathered the skirt and pinned it to the bodice, so yeah, we've only just got to sew this on, hem and buttonholes. I think it's buttonholes and then hem, which makes sense because I'd like to try it on, because I cut the skirt pieces quite long because I liked the idea of it maybe being like an ankle grazing dress. I'm not sure yet, I want to try it on and see. But yeah, I am just about to sew this on, and then maybe we'll have a try on and see what we think. all of the buttonholes, I have this pen which I always use, which is a heat erasable pen. It says remove by friction, but I just put the iron on it and it all disappears. So it looks like I'm drawing bright blue biro all over my clothes, but I'm not. It does come off. Hello, welcome to my bedroom and my bedroom mirror and my crazy messy hair. I have just popped the dress on. I've pinned it in a few places because it currently doesn't have any buttons. It is currently a maxi dress, but I'm not sure that I want to keep it as a maxi, so I thought it could be quite cute because like the midi length buttons stop there. You can see that last one. So you know, that could be quite cute, I thought, to then have like a little opening at the front and to have it full length. But it's quite oversized and baggy, which, you know, that is the look, that's the style they were going for at Tilly. They often do that with a lot of their patterns, and I quite like having, you know, like a big oversized dress that's nice and comfy to just kind of throw on. So I'm sort of undecided. I may take it in a little bit, I may just leave it, I'm not really sure yet. But I don't know whether to just go ahead and put all of the buttons and the buttonholes on, and then when that's done I could then make a decision about the length, because I definitely want, like, even if I decide to go with the midi length, I think that where that last button is probably around about the right place anyway. You can see it's like there. Would probably be around about the right place anyway for me. I mean, it is quite nice as a maxi, isn't it? Oh, I don't know. I'm undecided. I think I might just do the buttonholes and then see where I'm at. Hello. So I am finished with the dress now, which is really exciting. I did all the buttonholes, I've hemmed it. I haven't sewed any buttons on yet, so I'm going to do that next. But I've had a try on. I think I'm going to leave it. It's very voluminous, but that was the look, and I've decided to leave it like a maxi length. It's ankle grazing and like really sort of, as I say, like relaxed fit, which is just a nice comfy thing just to throw on in the summer. So I think I'm going to leave it like that. And I can always take it in if I decide it feels a bit too voluminous. I think I probably could have downsized, but yeah, I'm quite happy with it. It's, you know, definitely that look. Unfortunately, I had a lot of difficulty with my buttonholes because my machine for some reason just randomly would stop halfway through a buttonhole. So it has a buttonhole setting, you just press it, you let it go. But for some reason it just didn't want to work, and there were 11 buttonholes to do, so that was really not the time for it to not work. But anyway, I managed to get them all done. You will have seen, I think I didn't get a clip of me doing them because it was very stressful, but I got a clip of me opening up the buttonholes, and yeah, I'm gonna sew some buttons on now. I'll give it a press first, I think, and then sew some buttons on, and then I will get some shots of me wearing it.
guys that I completely forgot to end that vlog. I just will have shown you clips of me in the dress, which I'm now wearing again today. So yeah, I just thought I better put in a little clip at the end just to end it. Yeah, it's been a really lovely pattern to make actually. It's always the same with Tilly and the Buttons patterns. They're really easy to make, really good like instructions for following with photographs and stuff. They also, I think, have a course that you can pay for on their website that's like a beginner's sewing class where you go through this dress, because really other than the buttonholes, this is basically a beginner's pattern. I would really recommend it if you're not too scared by the idea of doing buttonholes, or if you have a sewing machine that can do them for you, then I think it would work really well as a beginner's pattern. So yeah, check out, I'll leave the link in the description below for the pattern, and yeah, make sure you check it out because it's a really lovely pattern. It's got lots of different options as well, like it's got a puffball sleeve, you can do little bow ties down the front instead of buttons, long sleeves, shorten the length. Like I often do like tiered skirts, that's how I often hack a lot of my patterns to make them a little bit different. So I will probably sorry, that's Pearl. I will probably have some different variations coming soon. I think it would work really nicely in a linen, so I am tempted to make it with the linen that I have, but I'm not sure yet. We shall see. But yeah, such a lovely pattern. Really highly recommend making this one. So I hope you really enjoyed this vlog, guys. If you did, make sure that you like it so that I know to make more of these. Leave me a little comment as well if you're planning to make the Nell dress and what fabric you're going to use. I'd love to hear that. And yeah, I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.